So I used to be close to all my cousins. However, as time went on, they all left by my side one by one. One of my cousins thought she was better than me, and so she started to ignore me. My other cousin started his business, so he gained a cocky attitude and moved to LA. But I had one cousin that stuck by my side ever since the day I was born. With that said, I will be introducing you to my amazing cousin, Stephanie. I want to tell you about who her two traits where she's very motivational and a very loyal person. So the first thing I want to talk about is how she's very motivational. So during that time, it was a cold, chilly, silent night. I was living in the living room of my aunt's small apartment with no walls at all, and it was freezing. And so during that time when I was shivering, I pulled my fluffy blanket and I was just thinking about how I was working 40 hours a week as a restaurant manager and my mental health was at its lowest point. And so I also felt sad. I also felt dumb. I felt stupid because I wasn't in college that time. I took a 3-year gap break, and all of my friends was almost to graduate, and basically I felt behind. So I told her about my problem, and she told me her story, where she took a gap year break of over 5 years, and it didn't affect her at all. Right now, she's a lawyer, and she's like happy right now. And she told me that I had good grades. She reminded me that I wasn't dumb and that I was just scared, and that I just need to take college, and that we all start from somewhere. So right now, I became a full-time college student, and I actually got invited to be on the honors program last month. So that's a good thing. So even though she's very motivational, that's nothing compared to the fact that she's been with me through thick and thin. So the second trait I want to talk to you about is how she's a very loyal person. So there were many, many times where I was in my room and I felt sad again. I felt lost. I felt lonely. I was frustrated. And I had all these problems because back then I was in middle school. Back then I was in high school and all that stuff. And when I was telling my other cousins about my problems, all they did was basically laugh it off, disregarded it, made me feel invalid and made me feel just like a naive young person. But whenever I told her my problems, she always put herself in my shoes. She always said the right things. And honestly, every single time I talked to her, I feel like a warm feeling in me. I was always happy. And within the end of the conversation, I was always smiling and feeling better. So with that said, I want you to know that loyalty is one of the most best traits to flourish a friendship and relationship. So here again, I'm here to remind you that the key in relationships with my cousin is her motivation and motivational words and her loyalty. So I know every single one of you guys has a favorite cousin. So why don't you guys give them a text and tell them that you appreciate them? It's just like a one simple text. Hey, I love you, or hey, I like you, bro, stuff like that. And so I want to leave off by saying that the best kind of cousins out there will never leave your side, even if they're 15 years older than you.